Are you finding matrix multiplication ridiculously confusing? If this sounds like you, sit back, relax, and keep watching as I teach you how quick and simple this process can be. Hi, I'm Mary. I'm the girl who loves maths. Welcome to today's lesson. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel to be the first to know when my weekly videos are released. In this video, I'm going to teach you the ins and outs of matrix multiplication as we work through problems like this and this. Before we begin, make sure you download the free notes that accompany this lesson. The link for these can be found in the description section below. Let's jump over to my iPad where we can get started on today's lesson. Let's kick things off with matrix A and matrix B. For any two matrices to multiply together, the columns in the first matrix must be equal to the rows in the second matrix. Matrix A has order 3 by 2 and matrix B is of order 2 by 5. So the columns in matrix A must match the rows in matrix B for us to be able to multiply them together in this order. You can see that they match, which means we can go ahead and multiply. When we perform the multiplication, we are going to end up with a 3 by 5 matrix. The outside values circled in blue help us identify the matrix we will end up with. Okay, so now you know when you can multiply matrices, but how do you actually perform this operation? Let me teach you by looking at this example. We have a 3 by 4 matrix wanting to be multiplied by a 4 by 2 matrix. Since the columns in the first matrix match the number of rows in the second matrix, we can say this operation is defined and begin multiplying them. Since the outside terms are 3 and 2 respectively, we know we're going to end up with a 3 by 2 matrix. So let's go ahead and draw this up. You'll see that I have drawn in 6 lines. This reminds me that my final matrix is a 3 by 2. I also write abbreviations into my matrix. R1, C1 is the element in row 1, column 1. R2, C2 is where the element in row 2, column 2 will sit, and so on. It's very important that you are aware that we only focus on the rows in the first matrix and only the columns in the second matrix. Let's begin by calculating our top left element. R1, C1 means we only want to focus on row 1 in the first matrix and column 1 in the second matrix. We're going to pair up our values. So we have 0 times -3 plus -2 times 6 plus 3 times 3 plus 7 times 9. Moving on to our calculation for the top right element, we only focus on row 1 in the first matrix and only column 2 in the second matrix. Let's pair up our values. So we have 0 times 7 plus -2 times 2 plus 3 times 1 plus 7 times 5. On to this next element, we focus on row 2 and column 1. Let's pair them up and write down our calculation. All that's left to do is tidy up our matrix by simplifying each of the elements. There we go, matrix multiplication conquered. If you feel like you're finally getting things, give this video a thumbs up. If you'd like to take a look at one more example, stick around. In this example, we have a 2 by 3 matrix being multiplied by a 3 by 2 matrix. Since the middle two values are equal, we know we can go ahead and multiply. We will end up with a 2 by 2 matrix, so let's sketch this out.
Let's kick things off by filling in our first element whilst we focus on row 1 in the first matrix and column 1 in the second matrix. Let's pair up our values and show our calculations. We have 1 times 7 plus 2 times the 8, and then we'll add on 3 lots of 9. Let's complete the rest of the calculations. All that's left to do is tidy up our matrix by simplifying each of the elements. Example 2 complete.
If you finally understand how to multiply matrices, let me know in the comment section below or by giving this video a thumbs up. Before you click off this screen, make sure you download the free notes that highlight what today's lesson was all about. The link for these can be found in the description section below. Make sure you share this clip with any of your classmates who might also find this lesson helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.